going to add you again as co-host. One more to go, Martin. One more to go.
One more. Nearly there.
I'm so sad it's coming to an end, though.
I know.
But low-key relieved. Hi, everyone. Welcome. We're just waiting for Maggie to join, so get yourselves comfortable, get yourself a drink, and we are going to kick this off very shortly. Yeah, Martin, if any questions come in, do you know how to pin them in to the chat?
Yes.
So, like, on the tweet, it's got, like, the arrow in the box to share it, and it will say at the top, share tweet to space.
Yeah, I got it.
Stunning. Cool. We'll just give Maggie a little while longer. It should be here shortly. I really enjoyed that last one with Bitch. That was really fun.
Yeah, Bitch Pudding is an absolute legend.
Truly. I'm going to mute my computer. It's too much noise. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Maggie will be joining us just in a moment. Get your questions ready. Use hashtag AMA Maggie, and we are going to be picking out some of our favourites to feature, to bombard Maggie with. She's very excited. I really should add some jingle music. If only it was an option. Here she is. I'm going to add you in now, Maggie.
Yeah, I feel like we should have Resident Evil atmospheric music playing.
Very that. Hello.
Oh my gosh, I'm here. Wow.
You did it!
I learned how to press the unmute button. That's what I learned how to do today.
Woohoo! How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you? It's so nice to hear your voice again.
I'm really good. I'm so excited that you're here. This AMA is gonna be lit. I'm so excited. We're gonna do an introduction and we're gonna get straight into it. Are you ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to this Gaming Live Ask Me Anything presented by Ally. My name is Kirian Everix, my pronouns are they, them. And we are joined here today by the lady behind the Dimitresque, the one, the only, Maggie Robertson is here, everyone. Love hearts in the chat.
Yay! And thank you so much for having me. Kudos for pronouncing her name correctly. A+ for you. Gold star, gold star, gold star.
Winning. It's honestly, it's one of those names that I think people tend to, like, they add the U to the end, don't they?
Yes, there's a big hoopla about that, but Capcom's official pronunciation is Dimitresque, just like how you said it. No, so there you have it.
There we go. That's it. Well, how was your panel? How did that go?
Oh, it was so good. It was so fun. It's always such a delight to talk to other voice actors and just hear their thoughts on the industry and what they're doing because everyone is so nice. And yeah, there was just a lot of love, I think, in the panel and a lot of people giving good, wise advice about the industry. And I learned a lot, I think.
And you know what? You have so much that you can share with us as well. I tuned in actually to your oh my god, what was it called? The panel you did yesterday with Bitch and Erica.
Because you were just talking to Bitch, right?
I was, yes. She's such a delight.
She's so fun.
like so much fun. And yeah, I got the vibe from you as well. Like you're a good time gal. Like you're here to have some fun as well.
Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much.
So I remember you said yesterday.
Wait, your laugh, I'm so sorry. I have to pause you because your laugh is so infectious and amazing. Don't ever change. Great. Go on.
It's my friends have me saved as audio files as their text tones, which I'm not mad about. I'm like, maybe I should be profiting off that maybe. So if anyone's recording this right now, like if I start giggling, like you're free to use it. Tag me.
You're free to use it, but also like give me a little cut.
Like hello,
Come on.
my at is Kirian Everix. That's KIRANEVERIX. Thank you so much. Mwah.
Thank you so much.
Let's get into it. So you said yesterday, I just picked up on it because like no one else talks about this movie. Probably because like yes, it has like its problematic elements to it, but you said that you watched the Spice Girls movie.
Oh God. You got me. Yes. What
no one else I know watches
love
it.
The Spice Girls. I'm a 90s baby, and so that was formative for my childhood. The people that follow me are gonna die. I see that a lot of the blood bags are in here, which is my cult, and I just know that they're freaking out. If they didn't create a bingo for this, they will now, I'm sure. But yes, I love the Spice Girls and loved it when I was a kid. My cousin stole my VHS and I never spoke to her again. And then I just rewatched it as an adult and was equally overjoyed with all of the camp. It's so ridiculous. And I love that they were able to just take the piss of themselves and have a great time. It seemed like they were having so much fun. That's what I love about the movie the most. They were just having a blast.
If I could go back in time, I would love to be on set for it.
Right?
Because it's, as you said, like they all just seemed like they were having such a good time. Like they all just they didn't take themselves seriously. And I literally just got off talking to Bitch about this. Like outside of like this bubble, I do drag, and some of my biggest favorite things to do in drag is to just be stupid, have fun. And yeah, it was so good to see, like, of all people as well, like Victoria Beckham, like she knew exactly what she was doing.
She understood the assignment and she gave it to us.
She really did. Like yeah, it was giving. I'm curious. Like, we'll get into the first question because I know Nicole's eager to ask. But I want to know, like, out of all the Spice Girls, like, who would you be?
LOL, I just posted something on Twitter about this. So here we go. I think when I was a kid, well, listen, I'm a blondie. So obviously growing up, everyone was like, oh my God, you're Baby Spice. And I was like, fine. But secretly, I wanted to be Sporty Spice because all I want to do all day long is wear comfy track clothes. Like, come on. And then I think as I've grown older, I've embraced my inner Scary Spice / my outward Scary Spice. And that's who I want to be now. I think Scary Spice is a queen, and she just is a blast and is herself and doesn't take shit. And that's who I want to be when I grow up. So there.
I love that. And who do you think like Lady Dimitrescu would be? Because like, although she gives scary, like, is she scary?
Ooh, I love this question. I love that we're using the Spice Girls now as a sort of like personality sorting tool.
If Lady Dimitrescu was a Spice Girl, who would she be?
Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, with a caveat that I think every single Spice Girl like lives in each of us, and it's just about like which one are we utilizing at any given moment, because we as individuals are more than just one thing. We are a vast multitude of things. So there. But yes, let's see. Scary. Okay. Oh, she might be a mix of posh and scary.
I so see that, to be fair. Yeah.
She might be posh on the outside, but scary on the inside.
Yeah, very that. Yeah, she has this, like, it's the way she carries herself.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Very posh Spice.
She doesn't want to give anything away, but underneath has a lot of emotions, just like Scary. Like, Scary doesn't have a filter. Mel. Yeah. Is it Mel B or Mel C? I forget now. Oops.
B?
I think B. I think you're right. So yeah, Mel B, it seems like she doesn't have a filter and she says whatever she needs to say and is dominated by her emotions. And I think internally Lady D is also an incredibly emotional being, but has the poise of Posh Spice on the outside to keep it all inside and let it burn into a fiery ember that always lives inside of her that she's ready to just Hulk out at any given moment. That's her secret. She's always angry. She's ready to go.
If there's if there are any artists in this space at the moment, I want to see some Lady D crossover with like Victoria Beckham. Please make it happen and send it to Maggie.
Ooh, I'm into that. Send it to
Yeah.
Victoria too. I'm sure she's waiting for it. She's dying to
Do
see
you know what?
this.
Actually, my good friend Victoria Beckham actually is a huge fan. Yeah.
Well, tell Victoria that I'm a huge fan. My good friend Vicky.
We'll link up sometime.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into Nicole's question because obviously like she's been waiting. So what's the strangest thing you've had to do in mocap? I'm unfamiliar with mocap, so if you know what that means.
Oh my gosh, LOL. Yes, mocaps is short for motion capture. And
Right,
that is the technique that is used. Think Andy Serkis in Lord of the Rings, think Benedict Cumberbatch as Smaug in The Hobbit. That technology actually began in video games, and that was a technique that they were using to create games for many, many years. And then it was started to be utilized on camera. And then that kind of falls under motion capture is a large umbrella, and then performance capture, which is colloquially termed PCAP. So we've got mocap and we got PCAP for those in the know. That is what I did for Lady D, which is full performance capture. They were taking, it's essentially where you wear these suits with different sensors on them so that the cameras in what we call the volume, which is essentially the big open space where we shoot these video games, the cameras in the volume are able to capture your physical data. So if I wiggle my finger or bend my elbow, all of that is being captured and able to be put on an animation rig so that animators can go in later and make that into the characters that we know and love. So they were capturing my physical data on my body. They were also capturing my facial data. So all of like an eyebrow raise or a sneer, all of that is my musculature, but there's a different face model that they've used to craft the visage of the character. So it's a kind of cool Frankenstein process. And it really is, it feels quite collaborative because you have so many different people that are involved in the creation of any one character. So it's an interesting niche thing. And then also I did the voice for it as well, obviously. So there you have it.
I remember you went on, I think it was an Instagram live a while ago. Like you went on live with the actual, like the face of Lady Dimitrescu, right?
Oh my gosh, she's so adorable. I'm obsessed with her. Everything that comes out
of her
mouth. Can we
give her a shout out?
Yes. Helena Makowska. What people in the chat, can you actually know her username and are on a platform where you can look that up for me? And just put that as
if someone can put that as an AMA hashtag question, that'd be great because we'll pin it up there.
Yes. She's a delight. Can't say enough good things. She's such a little goober and is delightfully silly. And I always appreciate silly.
Yeah, absolutely. More stupidity, the better. The world could do with more stupid. I love that.
Life is too serious. Let's just be silly.
Honestly, like let's put on big hats and big shoes and stomp on people.
Oh, yes. But also I'm realizing I didn't answer Nicole's question, which is what was the weirdest thing that I've ever done in motion capture?
Sure.
There's a lot of weird things, as you can imagine, because you're in these Velcro pajama space suits that feel like you're an astronaut, but also ready for bed. And there's no vanity. You can't bring your vanity into the volume because everything's out there for everyone to see. So you're just going to look like a fool and you're being asked to do crazy things. So I think the best for me in Resident Evil, and then I've now had mocap experience since then that were equally redonkulous. The highlight for me with Resident Evil, you're wearing these head cameras and you have a camera in front of your face. And you cannot have anything pass in front of the camera, otherwise it disrupts the read of your facial data. So things like when I smoke the cigarette or put on the lipstick, all of that I'm kind of miming outside of the camera, behind the camera. I'm not actually touching my lips with that in those moments. And so the peak for me was when I had to drink Ethan Winter's blood. I was like, hi, it's my first day on set. Hi, nice to meet you all. Let me just mime sucking your blood because I can't actually touch your wrist. And I'm just having to sit there and make slurping noises and look ridiculous. So that's why you can't, I think what I love about mocap people is that there's so little ego because we're all just like embracing the fact that we're going to look like fools and we're just going
Yeah.
to play and be weird together. And then I've done other motion capture shoots that were not performance capture, where they're just taking my physical data, where they're having me do things like emotes and fidgets, which are more industry terms, but those are just the little character movements that can add a nice special flavor to a character. So I've done things like, pretend, an animation where the character smells a pie and then they kind of float
Yes.
along smelling the pie. I've done
Yeah.
that. That was weird. I've been like a fairy godmother booping people with her wand, lots of really silly, silly things. So, so silly, but I had a blast.
I love that. And it all comes together as well. Like, obviously, after the motion capture, like, you may seem like you're, in a spacesuit and you're uncomfortable for that duration. But, like, when it's finally all seen and put together, that must be really rewarding to see as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it really is cool. Video games are such a collaborative industry. There's so many people involved. And so it's interesting to see how all of these different ideas can come together and make one character.
And here we are. We have Lady Di herself. We've got another question from Joyce. And Joyce says, hello, Maggie. Yesterday on the panel, you said that when you grow up, you didn't want to be an actor. What made you reconsider?
LOL, life. I moved around a lot when I was a kid. And it's been interesting in retrospect. I can kind of trace back a large portion of who I am today, why I'm doing what I am doing today, down to specific moves within my lifetime. So I was very interested. I talked about this on the panel that Joyce is pulling from, but I've always been a very visual and kinetic learner. So I was drawn to visual mediums like art. Primarily when I was a child, I really liked that experience. It got me out of my head. It got me into my body. And then when I moved, I think I fell into acting. Well, I fell into singing first. I fell into singing, and that was my first kind of foray into the world of performance. And that was because I moved and everyone was required to do choir, and I arrived late on the first day, and everyone else had taken all the seats in the back of the class, and the only seat that was left was the one directly in front of the choir teacher. So he just heard me sing the entire class. And then at the end of it, he was like, hey, you have a really great voice. You should audition for our select choir and our this and our that. And I was like, oh, what? I do? Okay, I guess I'll do that. And same with acting. I moved again. And then I had a friend who wanted to audition for the school play, but did not want to audition alone, and asked me to audition with her. And I was like, fine, I will. But I'm not doing it like for real. I don't want this. And then I got cast and she didn't. Womp. We're still friends.
Good.
So it just felt like the universe kept putting me in positions where it was recognizing my potential in ways that I was not recognizing my potential, and was putting me in situations where I was forced to recognize it. So, yeah. And then even then when I first stumbled into acting, it was fun. It was a thing that I did, but it wasn't something that I was passionate about. It didn't become a passion until I got to college, where I started to learn. I was so interested in a wide variety of subjects as a kid, and I was kind of resentful of this idea that I had to just choose one. And then when I got to college, I kind of realized that acting, not only was it incredibly difficult, I loved the craft element of it, learning that piece of it, but also it's so interdisciplinary. So all of my interests, I could actually combine into one via acting. It's all about psychology. It's about political science. It's about history. It can be about music in certain circumstances. So it was a way for me to combine everything. And I love a challenge, and I love to be stimulated mentally, physically, creatively, and it ticked all those boxes.
I love that.
On
Yeah,
paper, that's like ticked all my boxes.
You just ticked all your boxes. I don't know why I'm doing the accent. I have the accent.
I know.
No, I really relate to that because outside of gaming, I do drag as well. And it's been really interesting talking to Jeremy Carey, for example, and even like people like Bitch as well. Like being able to speak to them who you have one person here who is an incredible cosplay artist, and you have Bitch as well, who has made such a name for themselves within the drag community. And for me, like, I'm such a big nerd. I love to just incorporate different elements of everything that's around me that inspires me into one. And I felt like such a long time I was like, well, cosplay is cosplay and drag is drag. And I'm like, well, actually, like, who says that they have to be separate? Like, they're so closely aligned anyway. And I'm now at a point where, like, I want to incorporate all of those. And actually, last year, for Halloween, I dressed up as Mother Miranda.
You
Yeah.
chose Mother Miranda, not me.
Listen, I will explain.
We're in a fight.
Right, so that is today's session. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much for coming.
No, so I chose Mother Miranda because
she's epic. I mean, come on, the wings. She's
wings,
so gorgeous.
thank you. Wings. I wanted wings. I made 8 wings. And I entered the competition at the club, and unfortunately I was beaten by a mushroom, and that still lives with me a little bit, and I need to process that myself on my own time.
Can you restate that again? You were beaten by a mushroom?
I was beaten by a mushroom as best dressed, yes. Let it be known.
I love that journey for you.
Yeah, I'm like, do you know what? Like, if it's a fun story to tell, though. Like, yeah, I was beaten.
It's such a great tagline. I love it.
Yeah, truly. But like, yeah, the photos of me exist out there, like on my drag. But we won't get into that because it's not about me; it's about you. But yeah, like, I really relate to as you said, there, just like incorporating things, and you're now doing like the things that you want to do, and I think that's so inspirational, and people could really learn from that.
Well, what I love about what you're saying is that you're touching on this idea. I think so often we segment these different portions of our lives, and I did this for a long time too, and it's actually the success of Resident Evil that has caused me to expand my definitions of who I am and what I can do and be. I went into it and I'm like, I am just an actor. Acting is what I do. And I think that that's a trap so often that we can fall into, or I'm just a cosplayer. I'm just a drag performer. No. When in fact, we are creatives. And as creatives, we're actually entrepreneurs. So yep. we are makers and shakers in our lives, and who we are and what we do. They can be anything we want them to be. We don't have to be limited. We can break these molds and do what we want. And I think that's in the end what's going to make you ultimately more successful, because what you're doing is finding something that is uniquely you. And ironically, the more specific you get, the more universal your appeal becomes. So there you go.
You heard it there, everyone. Like, go chase whatever it is that you want to do. Like, yeah, go and do it. We're all people. Like, we literally are created out of stardust. That's how I always boil it down to. Like, there's so much creation there. Like, don't stop your creativity just because, like, you're in one thing. Like, if you want to go do something, go do it.
Yes.
Period.
Stardust. I love that. Ooh.
I'm so sad to say, but like, we are literally coming up to the end of this, like, soon.
Oh my gosh!
So I want to
try
and get some more questions in there from everyone. So
okay, I'll be really
chronologically. We found out that Helena, name Helena, Mankowska.
Mankowska.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, pronunciation's on point today. We love that. Her has now been added into the space at the top, so just have a flick through. She's there. Go follow, go love, go support. We have another question here. So, if given the chance to be a main character in any franchise, games, TV, or movie series, which franchise would you want to be part of?
Lord of the Rings.
Straight up.
Lord of the Rings, House of the Dragon. I love period political dramas, so put me in, coach. Put me in. Yeah, in terms of video games, I love all the fantasy kind of games. So God of War, it's not quite fantasy, but I loved it anyway. Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, the way that they're talking, the way that they've built a strong female character who's also quite fragile, and the way that they're dealing with mental illness as well, I think is really cool and important. And I want to be a part of projects that are pushing those boundaries and creating impactful work. So yeah.
Sorry, no, I love that. That's a really, really good response. And again, like, you really do so much, especially as an ally for the community. That I know we as a community, like, we don't really need to say thank you, because like, it is just the human thing to do, but like, you truly do go above and beyond. So as like a slight derail to go back onto rail, like, thank you so much for truly like everything that you do for us.
Oh my God,
just having truly like just having an
active
voice. No, because like having an active voice, like we need more allies like you, and people can learn so much from you by just you being a very loving, open-minded, and accepting human being. So, ooh woo, that's the cute
Oh,
part.
feelings, emotions, you're making me feel things. That's so gross. How dare you? But thank you. It's honestly my pleasure. And again, like I just talked about this in the panel, but hey, I'm gonna repeat myself. I think so often when you become an actor, you think about how you consider how your roles and the characters that you play can impact people, but so rarely do you consider how you yourself as an individual are able to impact people. And so that's been a really lovely discovery throughout this whole process with Lady D and the success of Lady D, to feel that I am able to have an impact and change people's lives. And it's a responsibility that I don't take lightly, and I feel is very important to protect these communities that have adopted Lady D, the queer community. And
we ate her up. Like when she came out, I know I was like, I screamed. I was like, right, she's the one.
right,
I
she's
don't care
mine
about anyone
now.
else.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, like I have so much time for you and everything that you're doing, and yeah, all the love. We're gonna move on to the next question. So we have about 5 minutes left. So I'm gonna try and find like one that we can quickly go into, and I'm gonna play a game with you at just the end of this as well.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we're gonna go with here we go. Okay. As a trainee musical theatre actor, I have to ask this: if you were ever to if you were ever to dip back into musical theatre, what would be your dream role or roles?
Ooh, this is a fun question.
I could see you in Cats.
Cats? Oh my god.
That's just mine, but yeah, I don't want to answer that question for you, but yeah.
LOL. I'm pleasantly surprised that you think my dancing abilities are good enough to land me in Cats.
No, you don't have to dance to be in Cats. I just think, cat outfit, but yeah.
Oh, well, I always want to be a cat in life. I mean, I'll walk around in a cat outfit any day. Sign me up. I think for musicals, I really like Waitress. That's a fun one. Lots of harmonies. I love harmonies. Next to Normal was another one that really opened my eyes to the potential of what musicals could be and how much they could affect people. That was the first one that I watched and enjoyed and cried and wept and snotted about everywhere. What else? I'm blanking. I think that's all I've got for now. I'm going to leave you with those two. I know there are more, but I can't think.
No, it happens, like on the spot questions, doesn't it? We'll go to another one then. What was the best part about impacting the franchise as Lady D?
The best part?
The best part, or best. We'll broaden it. The best parts. Go on.
Well, I think it's everything that we've talked about. It's realizing that I'm able to have this global impact because Resident Evil is such a long-standing franchise and it has a global presence, and now I'm able to have a global presence and to be able to communicate and speak to people all over the world, and that's been really
famous,
special.
Girl.
That's such a weird word. I have feelings about it.
You are popular amongst people.
Thank you.
There we go.
Yeah, so it's been really inspiring to see that happen and to be able to get the messages from people that are just like, hey, watching your streams changed my life. It helped me get through a really dark time, to the idea that I'm able to change somebody's life for the better, hopefully not for the worse, but we're aiming for better. That is such a privilege, and that's such a joy.
I love that. I mean, you changed my life for the worst because I'm out here being beaten by a mushroom.
If you had done Lady D, there's no telling what could have happened. That's all I'm saying.
That's actually very true. I need to have a
Don't
word
come
with...
at me with this. Don't put the blame on me.
I mean, I'm just going to say this. You were my gateway into Resident Evil Village, and I was soaked in by Mother Miranda, so fine. I will not...
I love that Lady D is like a nice gateway drug.
Oh, truly. She is for so many people, though. We're going to wrap up with my final game, which is a little game of Fuck, Marry, Kill. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
So
I'm transported back in time.
Honestly, I'm like,
Are we gonna play MASH next? Did you ever play that in the UK? MASH?
MASH? I don't think so. What's that?
Okay,
I remember
guys,
the
we can
TV
play that next time.
series. Do you remember that?
No, I do remember the TV series, and I love that as well. I think MASH was like mansion, apartment, split level, or house or something. It's all the same thing.
Yeah.
Guess your future, whatever.
Right.
I don't
Okay.
know. Somebody help me out in the chat. We'll play it
Well,
next
I want to
time.
know.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep yours very specific to Resident Evil Village. So I want to know, fuck, marry, kill. Who do I choose for you? Karl Heinsberg. Kill, straight up, dead.
Wait, me, Maggie, or the character of Lady D?
No, you. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you know what? Actually, like, yeah, it can be either or. You can choose however you want to answer this one.
Lady D would obviously immediately kill Heisenberg. Maggie loves Heisenberg, and Maggie loves Neil Newbon. So Maggie would have a harder time doing that. Why is Maggie speaking in third person?
I mean,
who's to say?
Right? Okay, so Carl's dead. Everyone, like, maybe dead, a slow death.
Might be dead.
Might be dead, unconfirmed, groundbreaking if true. We're gonna say Donna.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a lot of time for that, to be fair.
Okay, so Heisenberg, Donna, and
oh yeah, duh, I have to pick a third one.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Mother Miranda? Yeah. You've already made the worst decision, which was killing, so you know.
Okay.
Doll or Mother? Actually, that.
Well, Donna, right? Not Angie. That's a completely different story. Lady D would immediately kill Angie. She's just an annoyance, a little fly.
Yes.
Or not fly, because those are her daughters. LOL. Okay, so let's see. Heisenberg, Donna, and Mother Miranda.
Mother me.
I love all of these actors, though. I'm going to have such a hard time choosing. Okay. Lady D. I think Lady D is still going to kill Heisenberg. I think Lady D will... Oh, these are family. This is family. It's getting really weird and incestuous.
Yeah, I realized that as I asked it, to be fair.
I want to say marry Mother because she so desperately craves her approval, which then means she has to fuck Donna, which makes me feel weird. But also I feel like Donna would be a very nice partner, a life partner as well.
We're open to polyamory here.
Then let's... I feel like her relationship with Mother Miranda is a bit more contentious, so maybe I'm going to flip-flop the two. Maybe I want Donna as the life partner, and we're going to...
It's an in and out relationship.
Fuck Mother. Yeah. Here we are.
I have one last thing to say. This is specifically for my friend who adores you. Can you say in Lady Dimitrescu's voice, Zodie, Mummy loves you?
Zodie?
Yeah. Zodie.
Oh my gosh, so cool. I love it.
Short for Zodiac. They're a drag, yeah.
Oh, fab. Zodie, Mummy loves you.
Incredible. Maggie, you have been a pleasure, and thank you so much for joining us. What a way to end Gaming Live Online's Ask Me Anything, presented by Ally. Everyone, please go follow Maggie on Instagram. It's I think I'm right in saying like all your handles are Maggie the Barb. Barb?
Yes, Maggie the Bard. I've tried to make it easy and uniform, and then on YouTube I'm Maggie Robertson. So that's not uniform at all. But there you have it. Maggie the Bard. But thank you so much for having me. This was a blast. I love this Twitter space thing because I'm just sitting on my couch. I don't have to be in my chair.
You don't have to be on anything.
I'm relaxing.
Yeah,
yes, it was so fun. You were a delight to speak to. I'm going to need an audio montage of all of your different giggles and laughs because you have a plethora. The many laughs.
We'll make it happen. Thank you so much. My name is Kirian Everix. You can follow me at Kirian Everix, which is KIRANEVERIX. And I have been your host for today. Everyone, this is Gaming Live. We're done. The Ask Me Anythings are wrapped. These have been recorded as well, so you can always revisit them if you want to get any information out of there. Yeah, that's it, everyone. Thank you so much. And happy gaming.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.